Hey, it's your boy King Nation over Slate. Hey, it's your boy King Nation over Slate and over Chronicles. All right, I just want to say something, get some stuff off my chest. I'm learning now that a lot of people criticize me about communication, but the truth is, the reason I don't communicate as people think I should is because I have a greater understanding. And when I understand people and understand certain situations and stuff, I tend to hold back my conversation because it kind of makes me irritable when they don't understand and don't have the same understanding level as I do. I just want to say, sometimes in life you go through things that can be highly debatable but highly serious. And you can have your beliefs and somebody can have their beliefs, but it's really not a fact unless you have that centerpiece of professionalism to tell you who's wrong or right. And you have one side of the fence that's saying, like, okay, look, I know that I'm not professional at this, so let me go get the information to back my story. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. You was right. Then you have another side to say, it's you. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. So I don't never pick battles that I know I'm going to lose my temper. And I never like to conversate about things I can't fix right then. If it's something that arises and I can't get it settled on my side of the fence right then I tend to like say, okay, I'll take care of it. Holler at me tomorrow. I'll let you know about information to fix the situation. I know I'm using subliminals, but there's a reason behind everything. So the thing that really upsets me is like when somebody forces me into a conversation, especially having my beliefs and my knowledge of what I know, and I stand behind it 100%, but I'm not 100% unless I get the 100% approval behind it. And the other person talking like their side of the conversation is 100%, like they know more than me. It's like with me, I always act silly or be quiet. I'm silent when I'm finna blow. It's my way, my warning sign. It's like me being a rattlesnake and doing a little rattler. I'm finna blow in a minute. Let me be, whatever like that. And one of the things I really pride myself on is not letting one situation ruin a whole trip or a whole event. And when it does, knowing that we're going to go there prior to the argument or the conversation that you want to present or they want to present, then it makes me more irritable because I hate being right in that situation. Well, I just want to say this right quick. I got a lot of backlash about the validation. But it's a lot of stuff I said in there that people need to hear or needed to listen a little bit closer to because y'all took it the wrong way. Y'all took it like it's a little, it's shallow, but it really was a deep conversation that was taken from this end of the fence to this end of the fence, not by me, not by this, but by subscribers. It went to what do I like in a woman, what woman I wouldn't like, and stuff like that. When it wasn't even about that. It's about not being satisfied with somebody saying, okay, you could be right, I could be right, let me find out. That's not good enough. You need validation. You need that person to agree with you a million times. You got to hit them over the head with the conversation a million times, even when they don't believe or agree with what you're saying, just for you to feel better. That's crazy coincidence that we just talked about validation, and that's the situation I'm going through now. I feel like a lot of people do not appreciate me. I'm be honest. Friends, ex-lovers or lovers, whatever, I feel unappreciated a lot of times. I don't say it because I feel like you don't do it for appreciation. You do it for the love, for the passion and stuff. But sometimes even me, I get drained. I get tired of doing stuff. I get tired of trying to turn the cheek or trying to do extra stuff. I have a temper. I know I have a temper. But I have so many protective shields over my temper that it really won't blow up unless you just keep knocking on that window that's fragile sometimes and it just explode. How many times have y'all ever felt like y'all was right, the other person's wrong, but they believe they're right just as much as you, and you know how I feel when somebody just point the finger at you? So what you do is you swallow it and say, hey, until I get information, I won't say anything because it's going to be an argument. It's going to lead to argument. When you have a conversation, want to have a conversation with somebody, this is what the thing is so much about communication is so underrated to me. Understanding is so much more important than communication. When you have an understanding, you can understand when somebody's holding back because they know what's going to happen. They understand that if you continue on to talk about it, it's going to become an argument. Temper going to fly, and they don't want that. Plus, ain't nothing going to be solved, because at the end of the day, you still have to do what the base of information you need, this outside source, to help you make your make the problem be solved or be revealed or whatever. I just feel like a lot of people put their emotions, their passion, or try to play the victim, or want sympathy, or this and that, when things get so bad, but it's caused by somebody pushing the issue for validation. I don't agree with you. But yeah, I say, okay, cool, I'll find out, I'll put it on my shoulders, I won't point the finger at you like you doing to me. I'll go do what I need to do to figure out if you right or wrong. And if you right, I'll say I apologize. But that's not good enough. Validation. That's what the subject was about. Everybody kept talking about some stupid checklist and shallow stuff. Validation. A lot of times I'm on the podcast. We talking about a subject, it's thrown out of proportion all over the place, and we talking about this again. No, it's a subscriber that we respect their opinion, and we jumped on that subject because they wanted to. But validation is about not being satisfied with just knowing that you're right. Just knowing that it's a possibility that you're right or wrong. You need to hammer it down in somebody's head to force them to see what you see when they don't. And when they don't have to, because there's not enough proof for them to believe in you 100% of what you're saying. But if you flip the script, and if I did that to you, if I came to you and said, look, this is how I feel, it's you. Oh, hell done broke loose now. So you can do it to me, but I can't do it to you. I feel like this. As a friend, as a lover, ex-lover, whatever, I'm unappreciated. I make sacrifices that people don't see, and I don't tell people what I do behind this podcast, behind anything going on. I do a lot, and I don't bring it up, and I don't even ask for a lot of stuff back. I don't ask for a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just the stuff I cannot produce on my own. I cannot do it on my own. And people take me for granted a lot of times. Moms always said, look, don't do nothing, look for something back. I get you. Knowing that everybody ain't gonna think like you, I get you. That's why I always give people the benefit of the doubt, and I let things go on for so long, because I feel like, well, karma or whatever is gonna come back to you. But truth of the matter, sometimes I'm just tired. I don't need to show my face. I've had an issue with my photographer. I had an issue with relationships, friendships, everything for the past couple of weeks. And I've been going through it. That's why I ain't been releasing no Nova Chronicles. I've been literally going through it. Yesterday I was sick. I was throwing up, and it would come out the other end, back and forth. So ain't no way I was going to let anybody come here to do a podcast, or me even do a podcast, and I can't even sit in front of y'all for 5 seconds without throwing up. When I'm sick, it may not be contagious. I didn't have the corona. But I'm not going to present myself where I look horrible or destroying everything. How would y'all like to hear this talking and throwing up in the back and toilet every 5 seconds? I just feel like I'm not knocking nobody, coming after nobody's head. I'm just being honest. This ain't nothing I want to say with nobody sitting right next to me or sitting on the side of me. I feel like a lot of times I'm taken for granted. I feel like a lot of stuff I do is unseen because I don't tell people on the screen what I've done or what I'm going to do. And this is go for relationships, friendships, familyship, or a partnership, or whatever. And I'm just expressing it right now. I should have to tell things over and over and over what's going on. You should know me, because I do the same shit all the time. I do the same thing all the time. And I'm not perfect, but it just bothers me the fact that I wouldn't treat you like you treat me. And I'm not pointing to it this. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. I wouldn't treat you like you treat me. Ain't no way I would do you like you did me. But yeah, instead I'm still apologizing. That's not enough. You want me to record the apology so you can play it back over and over and over. You want to record me apologizing to you so you can play it back over and over in your head. Of me apologizing, of me being sorry for something I was provoked. I did provoked. Something I didn't even want to come there. I knew it was going to happen. I knew this shit was going to happen like that. I knew it was going to happen. And I tried to stop it so many times. And it was like, no, you're going to do it. And you're going to control your temper. And you're going to sit down. And you're going to eat your food with your napkin and your shirt. I'm not built like that. I'm good at a lot of things in relationships. I'm good at a lot of things in friendship, but I'm not built to sit in a chair and just take whatever anybody give me and just sit proper and not speak my mind. I try to hold my voice a lot of times unless I have to say something. I don't move unless I'm pushed. But you will never get that out of me to be that submissive. I'm never that submissive when I know what's going to come in at the end of it. Now, I'm saying this right here. If I tell somebody leave me alone, I mean it for a season. I mean for a period of time. It could be 24 hours. But if somebody take that and say, oh, you don't want to bother me no more, fine, it's done. Leave me alone, peace. I'm not going to call you, you don't call me. Before I used to try to break down long paragraphs, explaining to myself, but I think I explain myself now. I'm just going to accept things for what they are. I'm very forgiving. I'm very understanding. But like I say, it's a time and point where you have to stand up on your own 2 feet and say, look, this is not right to nobody. You don't treat people like that to me. I cuss. I get mad. I accept I got a temper. But it ain't like I just came in there blowing up stuff. I'm pushed that limit. I tell you my weaknesses for a reason. I tell you things I'm insecure about for a reason. And when you bring it up toward me and aim it towards your defense toward me, I take that as somebody who is pretty much sleeping with the enemy, plotting on me. This is part 1 of my vent, and I don't know if I'll make any more videos, right? Because it's Halloween coming up. I like to go trick-or-treating and just disappear and not just be bothered by social media at all. I don't want to do no more photo shoots right now. I really don't want to do no more podcasts right now, just being honest. I just want to disappear because that's how I feel sometimes. I just want to just disappear from every source of anything that's not income money-wise. Yeah, I'm jacked up like that, but that's how I feel. Well, it's your boy King Nation over Slayton, Nova Chronicles. Peace.